I just added accessibility workflows to the WCAG course. So if you've already signed up, you already have access to these workflows. If you haven't signed up yet, let's preview how these workflows can help your team with accessibility. So what I've done is created workflows for web designers, web developers, and content editors. And so with these workflows, your team can easily integrate accessibility into their processes, so into their workflow. And what's especially nice is as your team is going through these different accessibility considerations, if they're new to accessibility or they don't quite remember what is required or the different exceptions, they can click on the link and go to the corresponding lesson in the WCAG course, refresh their memory, and then go back to their workflow. So I'm on the accessibility workflows lesson inside the course now, and I'm going to scroll down and we're going to click on the content editor workflow. And so up comes a document. And at the very top of the document is an explainer on how to use the document. And then we get into the different groupings where your team is going to want to make considerations. And the first grouping I have is images. And there is only one bullet point for content editors, and that is for all meaningful non-text content. So for example, images provide an alternative text description. And so I keep these considerations very, very brief. And the reason why is because we want someone to easily be able to work down. And if they know what is required, then it will be very apparent to them. But if nothing else, they'll have the general consideration right in front of them. And if they need to learn more, as I said, they can click on the lesson. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the lesson, and we'll go to the lesson now. And then so we go to lesson 1.1.1, text alternatives for non-text content. And then we have a video explanation. And then we continue down and we have the full text explanation along with the plain English explanation and then a code example. So I provide code examples in the course so that your team has models to work from and really base what they're doing off of. And keep in mind, this is only for content editors. We have workflows for web designers and web developers. So there are all different types of considerations, but these workflows divide the considerations amongst the different roles. So I think this is going to really help your team with accessibility and integrating accessibility into their normal workflow, which is so important because we want to make accessibility a seamless part of our process and not some disjointed process where we create content or we are working on code and then after the fact we are making the code accessible or we are making the content accessible. Now it becomes a seamless part of the process. And what's extra nice is your team can learn about accessibility, even if they're new to accessibility, just by going through these workflows. So this is inside the WCAG course and it's available at WCAGcourse.com. I will include a link in the description.